Okay, I think I've covered it, and anything that's not covered is gonna be so mashed up and confusing that I don't know it'll even register as genitalia.
Today we're gonna recreate some famous pregnancy announcement photos.
Wow! I feel like this is a humiliation ritual. You know what I mean?
My name's Cameron Esposito. My pronouns are they, them, she, her, he, him. Confusing. I'm a stand-up comic.
I mean, I've always known I wanted a parent, but I thought I would like buy or steal kids. I never thought I might want to like have. I bet they don't even make maternity motorcycle jackets. Like what?
And I'm pregnant. So this show is about going on a journey that you didn't think was for you.
It's dripping, no, it's I feel it dripping onto my crotch. Now it looks like I pissed is it wet?
Yes,
Did you
it's wet.
No, you don't gotta zoom in. You just have to show that it's there.
Silly. We just have the time to be a silly goose.
You know, I'm like the queerest queer person that ever queered. And, you know, like I have an ex-husband who's, you know, a trans masculine person. Like, do you know how gay you have to be to have an ex-husband? That's pretty gay.
They don't let you do this with a real baby. Or you can do it, but then you only can do it once.
Everything's a disaster. I have crap in my eyes. I have a toothbrush in my pocket. Because I'm 35 weeks and everything I eat makes me want to puke because the baby's so big that I don't have any stomach, but then I get hungry and I had a muffin that you guys provided.
Now I wouldn't do this. I'm a better father than that. Today, Cameron, Keith, and I are recreating some of the most iconic celeb pregnancy announcement photos of all time. I was 1 year old when this came out. I've always lived in a world where celebrities announce their pregnancies.
Birth announcements, unless you were famous, used to just be a private thing. You would, of course, celebrate the birth within the family, you would have baby showers and stuff, but you weren't announcing it in any sort of public fashion because most people didn't have any sort of like public personas. I'm Taylor Lorenz. I'm a technology and online culture journalist. I cover pop culture, internet culture, and tech. I've written for places like the New York Times, Atlantic, and tons of other outlets. I think we love to know about pregnant celebrities because it allows us to process our own pregnancies. Often celebrities are married to other celebrities, so it's like, what if these two people merge? And then in the 2010s, we saw the rise of like influencer culture and like mom influencers and momfluencers. Now we have like pregnancy hashtags or baby hashtags and stuff before the child is even born.
You okay? Please don't throw up on camera.
I really wish this wasn't part of it. I'm sorry to the viewers at home that part of it is just me retching.
How did you think about going about your pregnancy announcement?
One thing that just became odd was like trying to understand who you're supposed to tell and when you're supposed to tell them.
In the modern age, when you are pregnant, there's sort of this question of, are you going to announce it to your friends and followers? Or are you going to not?
I don't know, it just felt like bizarre to run into people or like try to understand.
Yep.
What are you supposed to text everybody? Like, I don't think I understood I don't know what the protocol is.
A modern pregnancy announcement on social media can take many forms. It's usually made on Instagram or Facebook sometimes if you're still on there. A lot of young parents are not. I think there is just so much pregnancy content now because there's an entire industry aimed at selling pregnant women products. It's also just a milestone moment for any person that's having a child. I mean, that's a major plot point in your life.
Are you excited? Oh, wait, I forgot your glasses are off.
This is it. Wow. Whoa. Okay, this is the photo I'm recreating today. Demi Moore, iconic, classic. I didn't remember it being so naked. I think that I remembered it being like that. Which doesn't make sense because that's the belly. And I guess you don't get the belly without that. Wow, so this explains why I didn't have any specific wardrobe requests today. I'd love to see my wardrobe. What am I wearing?
Okay.
Am I ready to get naked? It's been a while. It feels different, it feels intimidating, but it's also like riding a bike. If the bike was your body and the wheels were the sock for your penis.
How familiar with like the Burt Reynolds Cosmo centerfold are you?
I've done it.
He's done it. He's familiar. He's familiar for sure. He's familiar. So I'm going to be recreating one of the most iconic pregnancy announcements in the world. Beyonce. She's sitting right on her ankles, which I'm not gonna like. Don't like sitting like that.
Do you feel like Beyonce now?
You know, I don't think this is the true Beyonce experience because she wakes up like this. So I will say that she's not like super pregnant yet. And so I would say my belly is close to this. I may not need the belly today. Oh, right, and then yes, she does it again when the babies are out. It was kind of, no shade, Walmart, in a way. Sort of cliche in some ways, like a bunch of flowers, but it was also beautiful, and it was Beyonce.
Did Keith in his pre-thoughts say that he's the Beyonce of the Try Guys? Because that would piss me off if he did.
I realized that Eugene actually was, in fact, the Beyonce of the Try Guys because he left.
Yes, today I'm gonna be Lucille Ball. I don't know if you can get this. Game changer, you know? She really changed the game. Like, that's the same phrase. You know, she not only starred in shows, but she also was a producer and owned the production company, which was incredibly unusual. I hope this is so tight.
Hey, I'm back.
On my face.
I'm just sorry, I was like so taken by the photo of Lucille Ball. It's like the way, yeah, honestly, she looks like the way that they edit YouTube thumbnails. It's like the softness of a Mr. Beast photo.
When I was a kid, I watched her show all the time. I loved Lucy specifically. And I don't know that I realized that she was like beautiful. Like in line with the stunning stars of the time, because she always played that down and that wasn't the point. And I just think that that word has felt so outside of my purview. Being like a funny person, you know, you can really downplay that. And then like somebody who's like really into masculinity. A couple years ago, I realized that I was pretty. And the reason I realized I was pretty is because I've started to really look like my mom. And when I looked at photos of my mom when she was younger, I thought, oh, she's like pretty. Does this make sense or do I sound like an asshole?
Wow, like a glove. Oh my God, first try. I just had a baby. My baby girl's 3 months old. So we just went through this.
Are your ears pierced?
No.
Oh, we're gonna have to pierce them.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, real quick.
Okay, yeah.
At least get another video out of it. We really went back and forth on what we wanted to do, if we wanted to do anything at all. It's funny because it's one of the most monumental moments of your life as a couple, but for the birthing parent, it's also the time that you feel the least in tune with your body. All right, let's get dressed. I think there were 3 separate days where we were going to take the photo and she was just not feeling it. And so eventually we got a friend and we just went for a nice long walk and just took some photos, and it was like no pressure, but if we feel good about this, then we'll post it.
You have to like put this on.
Whoa.
Like,
Wow, oh my goodness. This is a medicine ball. Here, Keith, catch.
Jeez.
It's legit.
It was a big belly.
Which side is up? Okay. Oh my God.
Get in there. I didn't think this was gonna be the funny part.
I just gotta get it over
Should we oil him up?
This isn't how I want to be remembered on the internet.
When we actually go for the shot, I think he has to be naked. So we never announced our pregnancy. There was a few reasons. One, when it's early, things can go wrong in life. We didn't want to announce something and then that not work out. We also felt like, hey, let's just keep this personal for a while. We never had a maternity photo shoot because we were going to basically do it during our baby shower. We had a whole plan of having a baby shower be a baby rave. It was just gonna be a backyard party, but we were gonna grab some moments with our friends. So that didn't happen because Henry came before we had the party. We did do an announcement 3 months after he was born, us holding Henry, Becky and I, standing in front of a wall, and we just both did a little collab post on Instagram that said, hey baby. That was it. Didn't say his name, didn't say when it happened, no details.
Oh, Keith, wow, look at you.
How do I look? beautiful.
You do look pretty.
Should we send Zach outside with a sign to spin on the street right now just to see how it goes?
Reveal in 3, 2, 1. Oh no! Oh my god! This is what you guys have been looking at? This is this part is the awful part. It's just my little pouch. So like there's like another hour on the call sheet. So like what am I doing?
You know how to put a bra on?
You go.
We can do it that way.
I'm gonna spray your face real quick. 1, 2, 3.
I kind of like this look actually in general.
Should be naked under it like that.
Maybe I should.
I have a shouldn't have opened my mouth.
I can definitely take these off.
It's a bad time to start talking.
What in the world? This cannot be
Now remember that it's black and white.
actual maternity
Yes.
though. I posted about it on Instagram first. I don't know, I just didn't feel like I could like disappear for a year. We'll see if I can get literally any part of my body in a non-stretch pant right now. And I also wanted to like show what my body would look like during the pregnancy. That's been kind of cool to post about because I guess I haven't seen a ton of bodies that look like that during pregnancy. I don't know your relationship with like people noticing stuff about your personal life.
Sure.
But, you know, I was married before and people were aware of that. And then when I
Right.
started dating somebody else,
They were aware of that.
eventually I had to like literally make, I wish the word wasn't like announcement, but I had to like acknowledge it because some people saw us on a train in New York and it was just like really weird. I felt like I was like doing something wrong and it had been a while. Anyway, I just didn't want to feel like I was like keeping a secret.
It's sort of a necessary thing if you're a public figure to at some point decide to put the information out there because it will get out there. And if it gets out there and you are the person doing it, then you're not in control of the messaging. So it's just better to just swallow it at some point and be like, okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna have to get out there. If I put it out there, at least I'm in control of that moment.
Right.
My loose rule of thumb has always been that you don't want to have to feel performative in the moment. So like when we were pregnant, it was like, well, I want to feel like we've had enough time to enjoy this for us and our family and our friends. Okay, now I'm ready to share. And same thing when Lucille was born. Like, I want to make sure, like, I wasn't like day 2, here she is. It was like, no, I've had now enough time for this to feel normal, for us to share with everyone that we want to share with. Now we can put it out there. And I did that in my relationship too. Like, no one knew about Maggie for like 2 years and change. 'Cause I just,
2 years?
Yeah. I mean, no, let me be clear. All my friends knew.
What?
I'm in the internet.
We were shocked.
Hi! This is my wife, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
How do I look?
Becoming Lucille Ball.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, actually, I can see that. Yeah.
It'll be black and white.
My wife, Katie, is the best. Our marriage is ideal. I couldn't be happier. I forgot that I might look weird, and I didn't understand that's what Katie was responding to. Oh! I look like a clown!
That's the whole point.
That is sort of how Lucy looks.
Yeah.
It's not like I wish she was doing more, but I wish she could experience some of my suffering for like a day. Like to go up a little on the left side of my lip. You know, we have the same bodies biologically. And I think I thought that like men might not understand the changes that happen in a body, but like this is true for her too. You know, she's not carrying a child. There's a feeling of like, F you. Like get in here and do this for a day. For one day. She wishes this too. Katie told me I look scary.
There's something about now having kids that's making this even more absurd. Because like I chose to leave home today. I could be helping raise a baby, and I said, no, I gotta go to work actually.
This is our work, so technically. Does that feel good? Is it too far apart? I will say, like, it's not lost on me that I'm a cisgendered straight white man who's going to recreate Beyonce. I'm going to do it to my best ability, It's not about any sort of things beyond what it is like to create a photo like that. So I'm really just a vehicle today. Oh! Oh my God, I look beautiful. Somebody call RuPaul, I'm ready.
My experience is not going to be able to touch understanding this. I'm putting my body on display, but this is the same body I had yesterday and pretty similar to the body I had a year ago. To do this glam of a photo shoot this deep into pregnancy is nuts. And that is what Cam is doing today. Oh boy. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Cam.
I Love Lucy was the first major TV program to depict a pregnant woman. The episode where Lucy gives birth was highly anticipated. Viewership was so significant that more people watched it than President Dwight Eisenhower's inauguration the next day. That makes sense. Inaugurations are boring as But on January 19, 1953, 71% of households with TVs watched Lucy Goes to the Hospital. That's wild.
It's interesting to look back at the I Love Lucy episode and think about what a seminal moment that was in pop culture and how pregnancy was portrayed on screen for the first time. And I think that's something that expecting parents have always kind of yearned for, is to see their experience reflected in media so that they can better process and understand what they're going through.
My husband is driving me nuts!
So uncomfortable for my little ankles. It is so painful to sit like this. And like why did I get like this already? So Beyonce's pregnancy announcement is the most liked Instagram photo of 2017. I believe that.
I mean, first of all, there was so much obsession with Beyonce. This was almost, I would argue, peak Beyonce in terms of like her accessible public image.
The flower wreath behind Beyonce's head echoed the roses the winds blow toward Venus. The lines of Beyonce's veil echoed the lines of Venus's hair, and the placement of Beyonce's hands on her pregnant belly echoed the placement of Venus's hands framing her genitalia. I guess my Walmart reaction wasn't exactly as esteemed as this one. Do I personally think that it's exactly this photo? No, but that's my own art museum curator opinion. So these articles are all about like, amazing, incredible, unbelievable, Italian artist from the past, that's what she's doing. I've got to decode the mysteries. But I imagine that it wasn't always positive. Who knows? Maybe it is.
Pornography, Vanity Fair's cover is a 90s totem of narcissism, exploitation, and lust. Playboy for the politically correct. The opening line is, every society gets the pornography it deserves. And you know what? I think we deserve this. Okay, now I'm gonna keep my socks on because we might need them later.
Yeah. You have a totally normal spine, right?
The Demi Moore cover where she's completely naked, pregnant on the cover, is so iconic. That was the first time that pregnancy was put so up front, in front of so many people.
The chin is forward a little bit.
Yeah, that chin is the power move.
More of a cup with your behind. Such is my considered opinion after a long time spent pondering that photo of actress Demi Moore on the cover of this month's Vanity Fair. To tell you the truth, this was not my first reaction. My initial transfixed thought was, oh, come on, no pregnant woman ever looked like that. So Keith has been telling me that in order to really experience this, I must experience this.
Yes, it's time.
It's time. I can definitely see the sock under your butt crack.
Do you want a nude sock?
Now you offer it?
We have a nude sock? This is perfect. This is perfect. It's almost big enough.
This one's harder for some reason.
Oh.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
All right, let's take these photos.
All right, hell yeah.
They are hating on her both for showing off her nudity and also daring to look good. I think the most daring thing about this photo is that she's saying, yeah, no, I'm happy and I'm proud with how my body looks. I see a woman who is in control.
Yeah, let's pop that booty. Oh, yeah, honestly, yes.
Yeah? Yes, he's reacting. Woo.
There's some good ones in there.
All right, get your dance.
Oh, man.
That was good.
That was a lot. Oh.
All right, you let me know if you feel any pain.
Okay. I definitely would have.
The Beyonce twins photo shoot was so viral. This was like peak BuzzFeed virality. We saw the rise of twinfluencers out of it, and it just became this whole thing.
And then babies will be here.
Set this and then you get in. Great.
Why was she holding them like this?
Keith, your eyes are beautiful.
Thank you. No one ever sees them because they're always behind those strong prescription glasses.
Okay, we're gonna do a nice little white button down.
Today I am Ricky Ricardo. Very intimidated by that. Ryan Garcia was supposed to be here to play Ricky Ricardo. We moved the date. He can no longer be here. Like, I've heard him do his like, Lucy, I'm home.
I was like, do we do the accent?
Do it really Jewish.
Yeah, that's
Lucy, I'm home.
I like that
okay,
delivery,
well, all
too.
right.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna see how it goes. And maybe we'll have Ryan dub me.
Ricky, I'm expecting someone to come over for dinner.
Now everyone say 1, 2, 3, baby.
Baby, where was the 1, 2, 3? You were exactly one early.
1, 2, 3.
Baby! All right, now it is time for us to see our photos for the first time. I'm excited.
I don't want to see it.
Oh no, it's gonna be great.
Okay, no, I mean, I want to see yours.
Well, I want to see mine too, but I also want to see everyone.
But you are Keith Onse.
I am Keith Onse. Well, I'm excited to see if I can even come close to the beauty of the real Beyonce.
This is Keith Onse.
Here I am!
Wow! Yeah! It's like a Renaissance painting.
Some of the people who analyzed her photo were like, there were elements
yeah.
of the Botticelli painting.
Okay, yeah.
So I see it. I
That's one
was
other
using
thing.
the fake boobs and I was using my real belly. It's so funny because I'm so much bigger and yet I'm taking up so much less space.
She was sitting
Yeah.
on her feet, which I think hurt you too much.
I was in excruciating pain by the time we were done with this. Like my feet were like purple.
And for someone in so much pain, I want to give you props for how much your face is giving nothing.
Nothing.
It's,
Nothing.
It's go girl, give us nothing.
She's giving a very soft expression. I was trying to be soft, but I was going crazy in pain at the time.
But, can I ask you, like, just in terms of the eyes? Oh, beautiful, startled.
A little scared. I think that again was the pain.
Pregnant people maybe going
Yeah.
through pain on their photo shoot day too.
Yeah, and you can
That's
power
right.
through it just as I did.
That's right.
I know your pain. The next Beyonce, of course, is Beyonce with her twins.
Wow.
That is the reference photo.
It's even better than I remember.
She's glowing.
So good.
Also, those babies are fresh. And she did 2 hours of glam in the chair. Are you kidding me? Wild.
And those babies, I hope there weren't a lot of sunscreen because that's some direct sunlight.
They're in Malibu getting roasted by the
I'm
sun.
sure they were being flown in and out. I don't mean like by like a chopper.
I mean, I bet they were. That's
All right,
true, they never
well,
will.
let's see Keith Onse too. Oh, you.
Yeah, I mean,
How come you're giving sort of like emo girl?
right, it's like a Chloe Sevigny.
I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, okay, I'd talk to her.
Can we talk about this slutty little thing Keith's doing with his foot?
That was what I was supposed to do. That's what
His
she
little-
does.
Her actual whole crotch is covered by this floaty fabric.
And mine
But
is
yours
perfectly framed.
is not. Yeah.
Mine's perfectly framed.
Cam and I sort of turned this into a roast, but we can also say nice things.
Nice. But in the moment, I was like, you look beautiful, you know, X, Y, and Z, and I meant it. But it's tough because the problem with this is we're toggling between you and Beyonce. Do you see what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy?
You alone in a room, gorgeous, amazing. You
Next to Beyonce.
and Beyonce, that's a problem for anybody. There's no, you know what I'm saying.
Next up, Lucy and Ricky. Let's go! There they are, and here we are. Whoa!
This looks like.
Who is that?
Where
Does that look like?
I remember this episode.
There's like somebody that looks a little bit like Bryce Dallas Howard moment or something.
Yeah, it's weird that even in black and white, I can tell you're a redhead. This is tripping me out because I don't know who that person is.
It's not Cam.
Getting out of the chair. Wow.
I gotta be honest, this one I like. Because another thing that's actually kind of anachronistic is that because I lift weights, my neck is jacked. Like I have like veins bulging on my neck. What's the problem here? Why does this look so f***ed up? Is it the angle of my eyebrows?
The eyebrows. And then obviously your hairline is like 2 inches above your, like an inch and a half above your eyebrows.
Hairline is a little
It's so
low.
forward, which I believe you insisted on. So I remember seeing you in the mirror, be like, this needs to be down here.
Okay, now here's really the showstopper.
I think this is gonna be pretty good.
Let's see how your ass looks. The belly being smooth to not look like a fake belly is pretty wild.
Oh my God.
You're definitely carrying a little low.
I am. I noticed that as well. The curve is pretty intense.
You look great.
It's also because he doesn't have boobs. The boobs would help.
I look amazing. This might be the best photo of my face ever taken. We've been looking for a photo to go over Lucia's crib.
Yes.
So I think this is the one.
You know, I'm realizing, I think actually it is the earrings and the ring that make it provocative. Really draws you in to be like, oh, look at that, wow.
Because she's nude, that doesn't necessarily read as sexy to me. To me, she looks powerful. Like, she looks like a president.
You might just be stronger than us, because pretty immediately I go from naked to sexy. What I think is so amazing about this photo is like, it is empowering, but it's also showing pregnancy as sexy.
Does every man here have a domination fetish?
Well, I learned today that I don't look like Beyonce.
Not yet, there's always plastic surgery.
That's true, it's never too late for me.
I had only ever thought of pregnancy photos through the lens of having a keepsake. But doing this has made me realize that these kind of things actually also help create a sense of community.
I was also thinking, I think you should switch it, yeah.
It makes sense, it's the bigger spoon.
It is a lonely experience, except for connecting with other people who carried. Because even if somebody's trying to understand what's going on for you, like, they can't.
Yeah, this is my kind of posing.
This is sick.
You know, when I look at people talking about this experience, people who really don't look like me, and I guess what I'm trying to say is, I would like you to be able to see some of this, and I'd also like me to be able to see it.
Oh, cool.
For the last 20 minutes, Kate's been like, oh, I'm not good at photos, I don't really know what to do. And then all of a sudden, just what the...
That's what I'm saying. Anybody can do it if you're with Cameron.
Oh.
Not true, Cameron and I took photos earlier and it was terrible.
Wait a second.
Join us here next week for episode 3 of Call Them Mother.
But if you want to support our ability to make important shows like this, you can stream the entire thing right now on Second Try.
Plus, Cameron's full stand-up special, 9 Months, that's streaming right now on Second Try. That's a Second Try exclusive. All those great stand-up clips you've seen in this show, you can watch the full special right now, only on Second Try.
Check it out, and remember, we love you.
Being pregnant has been my biggest fear my entire life.
You're just afraid of all the possibilities of how your life will change.
Because I think you just then are a parent for like a long time.
Forever.
Yeah.
Tropical fruit. Wow.
This year, our t-shirts of the month feature our Triceratops mascot, Stompy. Each design every month is going to have very limited quantities, so once it's sold out, it's gone forever. Get this one today at tryguys.com.